Hello, and welcome to Alone in the Dark. So far, hang on, I gotta pause. So far, in Alone to the Dark. To the Dark? Alone to the journey of the dark. We... How do I describe this video game? How do I describe this video game? Alright, here you go. The owner of the I'm already getting, is it Derceto? The owner of the Derceto, Jeremy Hartwood, died a few days ago. The police report, filed after a cursory investigation, concluded that the well-known artist had taken his own life. His devoted butler confirmed that Hartwood had been suffering from a considerable mental depression for some months. He had placed even more strain on his already delicate, weird spelling, health by translating the many ancient manuscripts contained in Derceto's extensive library. He also suffered from insomnia, and what few hours of sleep he had were troubled by particularly disturbing nightmares. He appeared to be convinced of a mysterious presence in the old house. Derceto is now empty. Rumors abound of a curse or of an evil power dwelling within its walls. Such stories are not uncommon with houses like Derceto, especially in this particular area. For some days now, however, a cloud of doubt has hung over your mind. What are these strange lights inside the house at nightfall? What could account for the eerie noises to be heard each time you approach? Why did Jeremy commit suicide? And what compels you towards the house? What is Derceto's terrible secret? That's what we knew going into it. From there, we pushed into the Derceto and learned more about this situation. Turns out, Jeremy Hartwood's father also had similar bouts of hysteria, and eventually went out into a cave where he had a heart attack and died, allegedly, but when the corpse was found, it turned out that he bit his own tongue off and died from drowning in his own blood. Jeremy Hartwood was experiencing similar things to his father, assumedly based off of a journal that we read by him, where he also went into this cave and never returned. In turn, they never found his body. Before that, he was encountering a dark figure. I think they just called the Dark Man. I don't know. I think personally that the Dark Man is like a sleep paralysis demon, like the Shadow Hat Man kind of thing. Personally, I think that's what's happening with that, but we don't have confirmation. Basically, eventually, he started to lose his mind and awakened something deep within the core of the Derceto that caused these eldritch horrors, and they are eldritch horrors. This is 100% Lovecraftian, to arise from the depths of hell, and take over the mansion. Am I forgetting anything? We are I think, private investigator, coming into the mansion, trying to find, Jeremy. Either that or we're a lawyer. Hang on. A couple years ago, Wikipedia was offering to, they wanted donations. And I was like, I use Wikipedia all the time. Okay, I'll donate to you. And ever since, I've been getting emails from them, month by month, of them begging me to give them more money. It's like, guys, you're making me regret doing it in the first place. Yeah, private investigator. Private investigator Edward Carnby is exploring this mansion, trying to figure out, again, what happened to Jeremy Hartwood, and what's going on in the mansion. We also had the option to play as a different character who I can't remember the name of. It's something Hartwood, who was the niece of Jeremy Hartwood, but I don't know much more detail other than that. I think she plays the piano or something. I don't know. I don't know more detail than that. Anyways, let's get it going, huh? So you're gonna give him more money? No, I'm good. I'm gonna load a saved game though. Oops. I'm also gonna push my microphone back in out. So I remember we went down in here, and eventually there was a worm. Hang on. Okay. Then the worm passes by. And what we didn't do, what we ended up doing is we went that way and followed where the worm came from. What we didn't do is we didn't follow the worm. The worm's gyrating ass killed us. Take two. Actually, like, take four or something, honestly. Was that a revolver? So if I go out here, is this a walking simulator? This is the first kind of survival horror game. At the very least, this is the first game to feature fixed camera angles. Technically, the first survival horror game is Space Invaders. Yeah, it's fair. What? How? So, like, there's a whole... You're like a little guy up there, and you're shooting up, and the aliens are the horror, and the aliens are coming down, and they advance in speed as you go on. It's also the first game, fun fact, to have advancement. Like, before Space Invaders, basically the whole game was just kind of the same game. It's just the whole game was just kind of the same game. But Space Invaders introduced the raising challenge as you go. But anyways, the aliens coming down is the horror part of it, and the shooting up at them is the survival part of it. So technically, Space Invaders is the first survival horror game. Technically. But, yeah, this game might be the first 3D survival horror game, but even then you could debate, but, like, it doesn't matter. This is the first game to use fixed camera angles, and to, like, establish what we now know as survival horror. I can't run. I'm not allowed. This is the game that established what we know as survival horror. When you think of survival horror, this is the game that established that, even if it isn't technically the first. I don't know if that's a reach, but you're more initiated than I am. This is... I'm playing this directly to research my next video. This is for footage for my next video. This is a topic that I am so researched in that I could sit here and give you a monologue for 20 minutes long without even pausing to realize that I've been talking that long, but I will not. I meant Space Invaders. I learned about what I just said about Space Invaders. I learned that. I learned what I said about Space Invaders, I think 2 years ago. I was working on a video about survival horror games that I then later canceled. But I learned that a few years ago. If you want, like, what is... If it isn't... Space Invaders, if you deny Space Invaders being the first survival horror game, then the second runner-up, hello. Then the second runner-up is a video game called Nostromo. It is a movie game based on the film Alien. That is the second runner-up. So if Space Invaders doesn't fit the mold enough for you, that is the second one. So that would be the first. And now it's out of the cave. Do it, please? You're about to get a 40-minute long minimum video all about it. Can I drop here, or does this kill me? I can't. It made a spooky noise, though. It's making spooky sounds, though. Frog! Frog! Edward, run! No! The cartridges are wet! In the gun? So it seems like if I walk over here, I'm in love with the shape of water, and I just kind of hang out for a minute. Oh, no wonder I look yellow. I left my fucking lights on. I was trying to correct it before, like, I started and everything. Much better, I think. Kind of hard for me to tell. You always look jaundiced to me? What the fuck does it... Quack. I'm gonna cough right in your face. And it's not that I have tuberculosis or anything, but for the rest of your life, every time you cough, you're gonna debate whether or not I did. Huh? Why am I seeing this angle? Hey, man. I've no idea. Okay. All right. I think you explained your complexion once. Like, you're not unbearably white. Unbearably white. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, despite never going outside, I'm not what people think of as pale. I have, like, like an orange undertone kind of thing just naturally. Which is really fitting for my name. But I got it from my mother, so... so, like... My father does not have that. My father is, like, white. Hey, man. You good? What the fuck? Oh, if I walk too much to the left, it swaps me to that bad camera. Oh. Edward, run! Yeah. What the fuck is that? Spider. Spider warning, chat. It's kind of like a spider rat. It's a spider. It's a spider rat. What the hell? And that rat looks sick as fuck. It's wearing sunglasses. And it's got a brain on its ass. That's a sick-ass rat spider that had a prolapsed anus. Hang on, let me try something. Isn't it immediately better? So I have 7 revolver rounds and 4 rifle ammo. I thought I got a, I thought I got more rounds for the rifle, but maybe that was after we loaded the save just now, because I wanted to explore the rest of the cave. I'm waiting for it to get closer. Missed. I'm also gonna save my game here. Prolapsed anus rat. Yeah, that's one. And it did bleed. Oh, that was a miss. Help her out, Quack. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna save again. Bat down! Okay. Alright, made it, made it. Alright, made it, made it. I was not expecting a platforming challenge in this game. No! On the last one? That miss? No, I got it. So did Jeremy have to do all this, or was this like, did this all appear like after Jeremy, post Jeremy? Hi Melon, how are you? Come on. If I help her, then I'll know her hiding spot. Come on, man. There you go. Oh! Oh! No thanks. Pass. 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 Is this a web? No. Yeah, I can't pick up the swords, I guess. Or are these gonna collapse as I go? I'm gonna save again. The pit of this Sarsak. Come on. Come on, Edward, you can do it. You can do it. Come on, you can run. Come on, I believe in you. Come on. Hey. Oh. Is this a skeleton? Dang. Didn't even care. I'm glad I didn't have to I'm glad I didn't have to re-equip jump for that. I can't break the skelly man. Mr. Skelly Man, Skelly me banana, daylight come and me want to kill bat. Come, Mr. Bat. Ah, come on, I hit you, come on, ah, got it. So do you think that, like, that angle that's under me, do you think I can make that? Do you think I can make that right here, or do you think it's, like, a little off? What do you think, Chad? What do you think? Do you think I'm above it? Do it? Ah! Hey! The cartridges are wet! Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No! I died the frog again. God damn it. If I access the menu by pressing spacebar, then it will just load the first save automatically, not like continue. Oh, this is way more efficient. Where's that sword? Did I pass it? Oh, I'm a little angled, hang on. Oh! Almost walked right off. Almost fell right off.
Silly streamer, that wasn't a normal bridge, that was a fuck you bridge. It's like a normal bridge except it inaudibly shouts, fuck you, and then collapses itself.
Yeah, I found that, and then there's a frog underneath it going, yeah. And I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm chill with frogs, but not ones that go, yeah. You know, that's not good. Pushing onward. What's in this box? It's locked. Does this key work? Thank God. You find a gem. You find a book. I've had bad history with books. I'm going to save. I'm saving over trans rights, RH. Really scary. Okay.
Memoirs of a Lost Soul.
The mask must fall. You who discover this manuscript, understand this. I am here at your side. I am waiting in the darkness of my crypt. Soon you will belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document. I have lived for 3 centuries, and my name is Ezekiel Prext, or Elijah Pickford. You may choose which to call me.
I like the sentence that was out of place. He was like, soon you will belong to me. One of my slaves wrote this document. I have lived for 3 centuries.
I do not hide out of fear. My power is immense. I have sailed the 7 seas. My ship, the Astarte, spread terror through all the continents. The corsairs judged me like the Welsh judges of 1620, but they could not destroy me, and neither could the pirates. Now, I am immobilized. Damned Yankees!
Damned Yankees, am I right, gamers?
Witchcraft, voodoo, and the Cthulhu cult. I know them all. I have reigned and implored the stones. Only the Chthonian haunts the cavern and resists me, but he dare not attack. I have need of a living body to regenerate myself. The Hartwoods managed to escape from me, but you who are reading these words, you will yield to my embrace.
I have need of a living body. I have need. I love that.
I hear your ragged breath. And smell the stench of your fear. I have vanquished death. I built Derceto. I know what it is to wait. Cthulhu helps me. My servants will lay you upon the sacrificial stone. My roar will rend the night. You will be mine, and I shall reign once more. Come to me.
Come tribute. Incoming. Damn right. Then you have this gem. You have this stone. Can I push this stone? You think? Also, hi Wade, how are you? Maybe not that direction because that's into the wall. Can I push it this way? I'm gonna bring out the sword again. I have a need. The voice acting? Yeah, it's kind of, it reminds me of like the Elder Scrolls games. Like it's that vibe of voice acting, and I don't know what that is necessarily. So there's this main path. Yeah, it's like it's a weird campiness to it, but it's specific. This is not the direction. Is this where I'm brought when I die? Maybe I have to be on the other side to push that rock. This room is dark. It would be so funny if I left the lantern all the way at the top, huh? It would be so funny if I left the lantern sitting in the library at the top and forgot to pick it up before I left the room. It would be so funny if that was the case, huh? It would be so funny. It would be so funny, right? It would be so funny if I left the lantern sitting in the library and forgot to pick it up before I left the room. Man, wouldn't that be so funny, chat? Man, wouldn't that be so funny, chat? Yeah, wouldn't that be so funny? Wouldn't that be so funny if I left it sitting in the library up the top and I forgot to pick it up? Wouldn't that be so funny? Oh no. I'm gonna have to redo all of this. I'm gonna have to redo so much. Did I overwrite the save? Oh no. I did. Nikki, I'm gonna have to redo so much.
Hey! Shut the fuck up! What are you listening to?
I fucked up really bad.
My god, what are you kids listening to in here?
I fucked up really bad.
I hate this generation of kids.
This is like 3 generations ago. This is like 20 generations. This is like our ancient ancestors played this. That's not true. It's 1982. It's not that old. It's not that old. It's not that old. It's not that old.
By capitalism. Space.
All right. Oh, never mind. We abused a bug and walked over an invisible bridge. But I have the lantern now. Hello again, worm. Is the fella gonna be here? No. I'm not scared of dangerous wildlife. I'm scared of spooky bugs. Are spooky bugs not dangerous wildlife? Does that not count? Because in my goopy goblin brain, saying dangerous wildlife and spooky bugs are the same thing. What the fuck? What the hell? Where are you going, dude? Where are you going? Wrong way! What the hell? Oh, now I'm always floating. Hang on, maybe if I jump. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I gotta jump right here. Hey, what? Do you think that's always gonna be there? Do you think I'm always gonna be hearing this worm laugh? Where's the gun? Spider warning for a rat combined with a spider combined with a prolapsed anus, and it's a really cool rat too. It's a really sick looking rat. Look at that rat. God damn, so cool. And there's the prolapsed anus. It's a really cool rat. And now we're back where we were, but with an oil lantern. We couldn't go to the left, which is still a little weird to me. Am I sure? Like, is that a certain thing? Not in any way? Okay. Save? Okay. The hit of... No, hang on. Reading wasn't scary. Onward and downward. Yeah, you think I could have did this without the fucking lantern? Crazy. You think this is working? It didn't. Nah, I think this angle's cool, honestly. Changes up the game. Makes me anxious as I'm just a little dot inside of a big world. A big world that there is certainly more than just me inside of. I think this angle's kind of cool. Did I find the exit? Or no? I think not. And the music has stopped and it's making me severely uncomfortable. This wall looks constructed. Like it's like wood supports. Hang on, this is a new map. I know it's here now. I want to look the other way. Ooh. Bioshock without the music on the hardest difficulty is terrifying. The greatest composers of any medium are not the greats because of their music, but because of when they choose not to use it. Well, this is also a different map. Like a maze. Oh. Wait, is this a door? Is this for the gem? Well, that's not it. You could hear it happen. Do I still have it? No. Did I just kill the gem? Did the gem go through the door? Ugh! There's nothing down here, in this other path that I could have taken. When I turned around, it wasn't me avoiding progress. That was me finding non-progress that was really just nothing. Hello, door. Shall I try again? There we go. Do I need the lantern for this? No, okay. Is that a tree? Oh. Whoa! The tree cast fireball. Whew. Wait. This is when I die. This is the door that they open when I die. I can't exit through it. What would I have that would fit into that? Nothing as far as I know. Alright, let's commit a murder. Or two. The rifle is empty. Ah. Killed it. Think he can hit me on the other side? I see. I probably put the talisman there. When was the last time I saved? Just to make sure. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna find out the hard way. Cool. Thanks, game. Thank you for making me redo this. I appreciate that, game. Thanks. Okay. Okay. Sword. And tree. You find a hook. Oh, the music stopped. Wait, is it not attacking me anymore? It's definitely attacking me still. Okay. Y'all remember what dagger it was? I think it was the silly one. I think it's this one. Well, that didn't work. What if I use the dagger? Oh, you can hit me from that far? Okay. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to kill the frog using it, though. But I'm gonna first put the thing in the tree so that it stops firing firebolts at me. I like that the fire bolts can hit him, though. You're fucking kidding me. What the hell? Okay. I didn't know this was a 3D movie. What the hell? Yeah, it's foolish of me, honestly. I should have did it like that. I'm trying so hard to run, Edward! Edward! Run! Thank you! Jeez! This guy! Put down the thing. Alright, and then use? I don't know what I would...
I don't. Did it just shoot? So is it gonna hit me again? Yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe I need to read through the thing again. It was not a book. This one.
The Sacrificial Dagger, Otto Stern, Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the
God's already heard
gods
this.
is a theme.
It's possible that I fucked up and needed to dip this dagger in water upstairs 10 million times. Hey, man. Hey, man. Leave me be. I don't know, man. Is this fucking door open over here? Am I done and I'm just focusing on something that I shouldn't be? Oh. That missed, okay. Can't use the rifle. A sword. What? You're kidding me, man. Okay. Okay. I need you to know that if I have to dip this fucking dagger into the water upstairs, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. The water over here seems to spiral. Is this something? I guess not. Throw the lamp on the talisman you put down. That's unhinged. I got an oil lamp. Are you sure? When it's lit, the lamp is off. I don't think I can light it when I'm in the water. The lamp is on. Oh. I guess I just can't light it when I first jump into the water. Get out of here! This fucking video game. I don't know how I would have guessed that. I would have been sitting here for at least an hour trying to figure that one out. Oh no! Can I not go this way? What's happening? Can I go this way? What the fuck? This is where I came in. Am I crazy? Oh, okay. Now I'm here. I don't know. Real quiet in here. In this room. Are all the monsters gone? I guess all the monsters are gone? Oh, almost ran right off. I'm gonna save right here. Tree gone. I was not expecting to have to do this twice. I don't think that's gonna make it. Thank you, inaccurate hitbox. Thank you. Okay, now run. Okay, now run. There you go, buddy. Yeah. You think the worm is still there? I forgot about that. Baseball is done for 2025. And my team lost. May go commit a war crime. Not too sure yet. Now you're gonna have to get into a different sport for the time being. Like competitive pickleball. All the monsters are gone. Do you think the rats are still down here? I never found Jeremy Hartwood's corpse. Holy shit, the rats counted as demons! Cthulhu summoned the rats! So, am I allowed to leave? Holy shit, there isn't a giant anus waiting to suck me in. Yippee! Just like Halloween Town. Is there different endings? Alone in the dark ending. Listen to these loud-ass birds. Alone in the Dark. Jesus Christ, I hate that I have to preface this. 1992 endings. Do you think there's multiple endings? Holy shit. Did they inject my ears with birds? I don't think there's multiple endings. That was Alone in the Dark. Honestly, was expecting it to go longer just then. I didn't know that I was that close to the ending last time. I would have just continued playing. But that was Alone in the Dark. You were hired to solve a murder and you killed an ecosystem? I killed an ecosystem of demons, yeah. Yeah. And almost killed a frog, too. Now you can play the new Animal Crossing update. Didn't even know there was a new Animal Crossing update. Did an exorcism? I did do an exorcism. But I also killed an ecosystem of demons. But that was Alone in the Dark. Now you can play Little Guardsman. Little Guardsman is a 7-hour-long video game minimum. I was Alone in the Dark. We journeyed through. We discovered the source of the monstrosities. We killed the source of the monstrosities. We murderized them, and the house is now clear. The house is now free of the murders of the demons. And return to DOS. I don't know why it does that. But that was Alone in the Dark. Boop. Not that Alone in the Dark. Is that an armadillo? Armadillos keep digging little holes in my backyard. We could do Jack in the Dark. I don't know how long that is. I feel as though this is a two-pronged review, right? Because, like, on one hand, it's the review of what we just played, right? On the other hand, it's the review of what this game was in 1992. In 1992, when this video game released, there was nothing like this. There was some, like, 3D character models on 3D plane games, kind of. This is the same year, I believe, that we got Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter is 1992, right? Right? Am I cray? 1993. So Virtua Fighter wasn't even out. So, like, there was a few, like, 3D on 3D games, but most of them were, like, flight sims and stuff like that. Very, like, arcade games. This was the first to do it on a home system, but with the massive limitation of fixed camera angles, which later proved to be a boon because it's what makes this game, and later Resident Evil and Silent Hill and stuff like that, stand out amongst the crowd. So, with everything in mind of what I'm about to say about the game that I played, you got to keep in mind that regardless, this game is incredibly influential and changed what video games are, and in a way, what media is in general, because we would not have gone through that weird zombie craze that we did in between 2005 and 2015. That whole zombie craze thing wouldn't have happened if it weren't for Resident Evil, and Resident Evil wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Alone in the Dark. So media as a whole wouldn't be where it is. We wouldn't have shows like, or movies like, fucking 28 Days Later, later years, months. We wouldn't have movie or shows like The Walking Dead, really. We wouldn't have games like The Last of Us if it wasn't for Alone in the Dark in 1992 creating this format. So this game is, and you could also point to the Night of the Living Dead, the movie, but like this game and Resident Evil are really what brought forward the genre of zombies. So, like, regardless of the quality of this game is incredibly influential and changed the landscape of video games. However, it is a survival horror game made in 1992 that I am playing in 2025. This is a video game that ran on a 32 megabyte floppy disk, if even. Video games have come a long way since 1992. Keep in mind, this is 1 year before, this is 2 years before the N64 released. Video games have come a long way since 1992. They advanced rapidly, especially from the PlayStation 2 to 4 range, that area. Video games have advanced rapidly, both graphically and with the state of mind of it all. Like, the way that they play has changed drastically since then, and arguably, for the most part, for the best. There are instances in there of where it has been for the worst. A lack of limitation has caused a lack of innovation within the industry, causing a lot of video games to be very samey, causing many video games to just kind of be the same 3 genres repeated for infinity. So there's ups and downs to it all. But, like, still, video games have changed and grown a lot. I was not expecting to enjoy Alone in the Dark as much as I did. Getting, like, hard locked for a minute there, and having to abuse a glitch in order to progress the game really sucked. That's really bad. I don't like that very much, but, like, still, I was not expecting to enjoy this game as much as I did. I enjoyed the gameplay, even though it was janky. I like the jank. I enjoyed the story that it had to tell, even if at certain points it didn't quite make sense, and if the puzzles that were tied to it didn't quite make sense, and kind of required me to go from point A to point D to be able to get to the solution of, like, oh, I have to throw a heavy thing at the soldier, at the knight? Yeah, that's something that I would just pick up without looking it up or struggling for hours. Yeah, I needed to do that? Oh, okay. You know, or like, with the tree and the lantern, it's like, that makes a little bit of sense that you have to throw your lantern at the thing because you have to set it on fire. But, like, there was no note anywhere that was like, set the demon ablaze, you know, like, as far as I know, there was no note anywhere that said that. If anything, there was notes that pointed to the contrary. So, all that stuff aside, I still had a very good time with this game. I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed the jankiness of it. I enjoyed the story that it told. I enjoyed the very limited music. Like, didn't these games come with guides back then? No, I read you what it came with. Everything that this game came with, I read you. You could buy a strategy guide, but it's the same thing as looking up a walkthrough, basically. It's looking up a walkthrough, but with more words. You know? But anyways, I really enjoyed this game. But I do think that the age has done a lot of damage. Especially with the clarity of, like, there are some enemies that, like, aren't scary and yet are still unknown. Because I don't know what the fuck that purple fart cloud that was chasing me around the library was. I don't know what that was. That seemed random and out of place. You know, like it like little stuff like that where it's like the limitations of graphics at the time was just like, I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is supposed to be. You know, and like my imagination isn't connecting the dots of what this is supposed to be because it's so fucking out there. Which, like, on one hand, positive. On the other hand, what the fuck am I looking at? So, I feel like for me, what a time to raid. Hi, Candyman. How are you? I think overall, I enjoyed this game. I think this game was good, at the very least. Even for a game that was released in 1992. And I'm thinking, I'm debating, I'm thinking, and I'm debating, and I'm debating, and I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna go with a 6. I think I'm gonna go on. I think I'm gonna do a 6. I think that, like, I would recommend people try this game. Like, if you're interested in survival horror, like, if you enjoy games like the old Resident Evils, I think that people would legitimately enjoy this video game, even though it's old as fuck. I think that people would enjoy this game. I think people could find joy into this game, still to this day. It's a good game. This is a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. Bye.